Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Snowboard Pro Camp live chat. Thank you guys all for tuning in.
What's going on, guys? Hope y'all are having a great day.
Yeah, guys, so we're here in Whistler, just got down the mountain, and going to spend the next hour answering any of your questions, hanging out. Hit us up with anything that's on your mind about snowboarding, really. Even questions for TJ.
Oh, yeah. Hit me up, guys. Yeah, be here for like an hour. Get to as many questions as we can. Yeah, it was an epic day out on the hill today. We were doing a bit of exploring out on Blackcomb Glacier. Got into some pretty cool zones out there.
Yeah, it was great, guys. Yeah, it's also a super chat. So if you guys want to help support the channel, hit that super chat button. Awesome way to support.
Yeah.
And we'll just go through and give some people some shout outs here. Yeah, thank you guys all for tuning in. So let's see who's on here. Catman Snow, Ethan Hartley, Sky, SSGO, Nick's Vlogs, El Stacker, Constantine.
What's up, guys? Alex Foman, what's going on, man? Zach 310, In Motion SLB, what's up, Yannick?
Awesome, thank you guys.
Yeah.
And Jack and yeah, a whole bunch. Reds Cap, what's up, Reds? And Manpreet. So Manpreet as the first question, how are the conditions up there? Yeah, so today it was pretty good. It was a lot better than yesterday. Yesterday we had like this crazy windstorm come through, which we were just kind of like surviving up there yesterday. But today the clouds and the wind kind of cleared out, and we had one lap, and it was just beautiful out, clear, some untouched snow. We did a short hike, and then the second lap, some more clouds rolled in, but once we got down to the bottom, all the clouds had cleared out again. So I think the weekend's going to be fairly clear.
Yeah, hoping so. And the snow was great where we were riding anyway, so it's still a ton of fun out there.
Yeah, and it was cold up there too, which is nice. It's nice to be snowboarding and have it feeling like winter. Is like the longest day of the year today. First day of winter.
Shortest day.
Shortest, yeah.
Yeah.
Nick Carter says, hello from Minnesota. What's up, Nick? Yeah, you guys, Minnesota. It's pretty cold out there too.
Shred 1904, what's up, Narav?
Narav is saying that we've already missed the
super chat.
John Fowler with a super chat. Thanks, John. He says, can you do an on and off piste comparison of the Orca versus Mind Expander? Thanks for the consideration. Yeah, that's a good idea. We just need to get our hands on a Mind Expander, do the comparison. You think that's one of the best boards to compare it to?
I think that would actually be a really good comparison. You know, the Mind Expander is a little bit different. It does have a much longer nose outside the contact points than the Orca, and it doesn't have any camber zones underfoot, but I still think, yeah, it'd be a pretty good comparison.
Cool. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like, what other boards are really comparable? The War Pig, is that pretty close?
The War Pig, I would say, would be a really good one to compare, even though, you know, it's camber. Really, like what the Orca puts together into one package is very unique. That width, rocker dominant profile, magna traction. Yeah, you can't really get it on any other board, but yeah, there's a few that would probably be good.
But yeah, John, thanks for the request, and yeah, it'd be great to get onto the Mind Expander again. So
yeah,
actually, I've never even ridden it, so
yeah,
I need to get on it.
It's a really fun one.
And Sam wants to compare to the Capita Mercury.
Yeah, Mercury's highly requested. We'll definitely get on that one this year.
And Kai wants to know, is the Twin Pig good in powder? TJ, you have the Twin Pig?
I do have the Twin Pig. I haven't ridden it in powder yet, but I think I'm going to be bringing it along to Japan, so I'll get a Japan powder test going on the Twin Pig, probably. More than likely that'll go down. So
nice.
But yeah, I imagine it probably won't be that great, but it probably will do all right. It's pretty wide, so that'll help.
You want to take this one, man?
Yeah, so Martin McGuire with the super chat. Hey, Kevin and TJ, who would you class as your top 3 snowboarders who inspired you to snowboard? From England. P.S. Thank you for your advice on beginner boarding from a few weeks back.
Nice.
Awesome. Thanks, Martin.
Yeah, who are your top 3?
Top 3, man.
Inspirations.
I think as far as like coming up in like learning how to snowboard, I started following Haldor Helgeson from a pretty early on as far as like pro video parts go. But one of my best friends, Jason, just being able to, I rode with him like every day for years, and that really pushed me to progress. And he would like learn a trick, and I would want to learn it, and so that helped a lot. And then also riding with Kevin, just taking. Like, I never got into this whole big mountain free riding type stuff. Obviously, growing up in North Carolina, that wasn't available to me. So it's been definitely very inspiring riding with Kevin and like learning how to ride in this kind of terrain.
Awesome. Yeah, and I would say mine, like from watching video parts, Iro Itala, he was always a guy that was one of my favorite riders for watching videos. Man, there's so many. The Big Mountain Jeremy Jones rider, he's pretty incredible. All of his Big Mountain parts were huge. And yeah, TJ, because you said me, I'll say you too.
All right.
Yeah, because when we're riding together, it's like fun. We're just like pushing each other, and
yeah, it's huge. Yeah, having someone you can ride with on a regular basis, you really do feed off of each other, and you're always trying new things. So yeah, that's been awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for the support, guys. Tons of questions on here. And Montana, this is a good one. Where's your favorite place to snowboard? Oh, it's tough. At the moment, I'll say Whistler. Whistler's been great. It's been really fun.
Yeah, at the moment, Whistler has been absolutely killing it. I also really enjoy riding Keystone as far as the resorts in Colorado go.
And Montana is watching from Brisbane. Yeah, guys, so if you guys want, let us know where you guys are watching from. That's always cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone in Europe. You guys are staying up late, really late, so thank you guys for staying up. And then everyone in like Australia, New Zealand, I think it's like first thing in the morning.
Ethan Hartley saying he's looking for a squad that's way better than he is so he can progress riding with his friends. Yeah, that's a great strategy, man. Definitely riding with people that are better than you is very inspiring and pushes you to get better as well.
And Brian Garland also wants to know, who's your favorite professional snowboard, like someone that competes in the Olympics and X Games and stuff? Yeah, I guess like two people that come to mind, like Shaun White, watching him do his like winning half pipe runs is very inspiring. It's incredible. Always seeing him like bring it together. I don't know how many times he's won the gold or first place kind of just on that last run. So that's really inspiring to see. And Travis Rice too, like he's been innovative with some big mountain contests. So seeing his big mountain riding and win some contests that way, it's been pretty cool.
Definitely. Yeah, both killer riders. I think for me, Haldor definitely, as I said before. Torstein has been a huge person I've looked up to for years as well. I remember in the storming years ago when he landed the first triple in a video part. I thought that was pretty sick. So I'll go with those two. There's a lot though.
And Chris Watt, will you be boarding Whistler week of March? Praying for snow in Colorado until then. March, I don't know. We haven't planned that far ahead. We got some plans coming up. We're going to Japan, but we also want to go to Jackson Hole, and we want to go to Banff probably as well.
Yeah,
Revelstoke.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of trips. Bear would be great as well. Colorado, if we can swing it. So we'll see. There definitely will be gaps in Whistler in between, but as far as specific dates, not 100% sure yet.
And we got a gear question from Cole S. I'm in Texas. I ride 4 to 8 days a year. Currently, I have a 154 board, but I think I need a 159 to 160. Would the extra 5 to 6 centimeters make a noticeable difference? Worth an extra $300 to $500 to upgrade my board? Yeah, I think it's worth it. If you're riding 4 to 8 days a season and your board is too small, those are going to be 4 to 8 days that you're kind of just not really riding at your potential. Like those days will be more fun on a board that fits that's the right size for you.
Absolutely, yeah. And 5 to 6 centimeters will make a noticeable difference as well. So make sure you're falling within the appropriate weight range. I'm assuming you've already done that background work, but yeah, it will make a noticeable difference for sure.
All right, thanks for all the great questions here, guys. I think we got another super chat. Check that one out. Oh, we got a couple more. You want to take them in?
Austin Westbrook with the super chat. Top 5 ski resorts. Oh, that's That's a good one.
That's pretty cool. I'll go like in no particular order.
Okay. You want to go first? Go ahead. I'm sure we'll have some overlap.
Yeah, so we got Whistler. I'll say, yeah, Keystone, Mammoth, St. Anton, and Hakuba.
Nice. Yeah, so for me, yeah, Whistler, Keystone for sure. I'll go with Locks in Switzerland. That place is incredible. Let's see. I want to say probably Hakuba, Hapo One. It's a tough call between Hakuba and Sugaike. And then Cardrona, New Zealand. It's an amazing place as well.
Nice. And Old Man Shredder, he says, "What's up, dudes? Hashtag taco fun. Love the twin video TJ." Nice, man.
Awesome. Thanks, Martin. Appreciate it. Yeah, just I wrote a true twin in powder. Got a video on the Board Archive YouTube if you want to check it out. But yeah, glad you saw it, Martin. Thanks, man.
Yeah, and if you guys want, so TJ is doing his live chat Mondays on Board Archive. So he used to do the Mondays on Snowboard Pro Camp, but we decided to, put him across 2 channels and Mondays on Board Archive. What time do you think you'll go live?
Yeah, so I'm thinking Monday. It'll probably be 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So yeah, I hope you're able to join on Monday, man.
And Adam Harms from New Zealand with the super chat. Thanks, Adam. He says, "What's up, guys? Tricky one. Need a solid free ride board that'll shred the whole mountain. Currently, my options are the Deep Thinker, T-Orca, and the Jones Hovercraft or Ultracraft. And what bindings?" So I would do the Orca with the Union Union Atlas.
Yeah, that would be a great choice. Let's see. I think I would go for the Kazu. I've been really stoked on it, Capita Kazu, and I'd probably pair that with...
That's not part of his list.
Oh, okay, you're right. Out of those choices. I'm going to go Deep Thinker, just in case you want to take it in the park. I suspect the Deep Thinker would be more fun in the park than the Orca, but it's a tough call.
Awesome. And all right, so Easton Rife says rear entry bindings versus normal. I would just keep it simple. Go with the normal. I find that the rear entry bindings are fine, but you can run into some problems trying to get your foot into them, like in powder, or if you're on like a steep run trying to strap up, because you got to be on your knees to get into those things. And on a steep run, that can be an issue.
Yeah, I prefer the standard as well.
And Adam Bad Riders with the super chat. Thanks, man, for the support. He says, "Hey, boys, dig in the Storm vids. Kev, can you talk about your stance width on the Orca?" TJ, I've ordered a second beanie. You boys are killing it. Now keen to see the Japan vids. Yeah, thanks, man. They're coming up.
Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the support.
And yeah, man, so my stance on the Orca, it's set back. I think it's like naturally the bindings are set up so that you got a set back stance, but I'm not riding it. I don't know. It's just comfortable. So back foot is at -12, and then front is at +15, and not super wide, just like a comfortable width apart. And that's about it. Yeah, I've been riding it mainly in one direction, so I haven't tried to like set up like a twin stance on it at all. But if we have a day where there's no like fresh powder, then I may set up more twin stance and try it out.
I think you got to take that thing in the park one of these days once the park is open.
But it's fun. I'm loving it. Oh yeah, and Adam, you've got that board too, so you'll feel it sooner or later.
Yeah, Adam's got a killer quiver going on this year.
So he says TJ ordered a second beanie and also.
Keen to see the Japan vids. Yeah, no, we got it.
Sick.
Yeah, thanks, Adam.
And all right. Lots of board questions. Ryan says, "Hey, Kevin and TJ, would you recommend the Fun Kink as a first board for all mountain and a park beginner?"
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's a soft enough flex where I think it'll be very manageable. Should be solid for all mountains. Still going to be fun in the park. Yeah, good choice.
And Finn wants to know, where are we going in Japan again? So we're heading down to Niseko. We're going to be in Niseko for like just over 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's coming up quick. Yeah, this time is just flying by.
Do you want to take this one in?
Yeah, so we got Jason G. Hello, guys. Have a Process Flying V, a Gucci Pro Camber, and a Woodsman. Have Genesis bindings that I swap between. Looking for an additional binding. Atlas, Strata, other thoughts. Thanks. Awesome question, Jason. So let's see. Process, a Gucci Camber, and a Woodsman. I would probably go Atlas, honestly. I think that's the binding I would choose for that set of boards there. The Atlas and Strata are both great, but
yeah, and the Atlas, depends on where you take your Process. I think if you're like taking your Process into the park, then maybe you could go for the Stratas.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you want something a little more flexy for the park, yeah, the Stratas would be better over the Atlas.
And all right, so we got a question or a comment from a skier, Rick. He says, I'm a skier, but still watch Snowboard Pro Camp and Board Archive. Much love from a fellow freerider. And by the way, loving the beanie. Awesome.
Awesome, Rick.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. There's lots of questions about boards. We got a question. Hey, guys, can you tell me which board should I get for all mountain riding? Burton Custom or GNU Rider's Choice?
I've never ridden the Rider's Choice. I've heard good things about it. You know, the plus side on the Rider's Choice versus the Burton is you get the Magna traction, but I think they would both work pretty well. I think the Rider's Choice is going to be rocker dominant, whereas the Custom you could get camber or rocker. So if you'd prefer camber, maybe go for the Custom. Otherwise, I think the Rider's Choice might be more versatile.
Yeah, I'd do the same. I'd go for the Rider's Choice for the Magna traction.
Yeah, it helps out a lot.
Yeah, like since I've been riding the Orca, it's like we've had a good mix of conditions up here, and a lot of the runs are extremely icy right now because almost like the bottom half of the mountain, the snow's all melting and just leaving behind ice, and the Orca with the Magna traction has just been gripping like so well. How have you been finding it? You got the mellow mag too, right?
Yeah, honestly, I've been noticing it a lot on the Storm Chaser there. Even today, like on the outrun on the groomers, at the end of the day, all that upper snow gets scraped away and it's kind of icy and it's noticeable. So it's definitely, you notice it when it's gone.
And Bad Riders says, another super chat. Thanks, man. He says, oh, and I forgot to ask thoughts on the step-ons for the War Pig. Also, I'm planning to run my Burton clutches on the Orca. Think they will work. Yeah, man. I know that you like the step-ons, and they should be great on the War Pig, I would think. And with the clutches, I've never had Burton clutches.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that binding either. But I'm sure it'll work. I imagine it's a reflex, so you got that stance width adjustability issue, but I'm sure they'll be fine.
Adam, man, I wish we could help you out more, but yeah, I haven't rode the clutches before.
Yeah, step-ons should be solid though. I saw you posted a video on Instagram or a photo or something, but yeah, it looks solid.
Yeah, good collection on Instagram there, Adam. And Old Man Shredder with the super chat again. He says, "What's the distance between you when you film each other on average, and what's your view settings on the GoPro?" So when we're filming each other, we usually do it in linear mode, 1080p at 60 frames a second, and we try to get really as close as possible, because even if we're filming each other and we're trying to get as close as possible, we don't have to be all in the frame. And as long as the board's in the frame, that's the most important thing.
Yep.
But we're trying to ride really close, and I think that just looks the best on a GoPro, just having that really
closer the better for the most part. Yeah, try to always keep the board in frame. Try not to cut the head if you can, but yeah, I would say, I don't know, in linear mode, maybe like 5 feet or so apart, 5 or 6 feet. Pretty close. Usually it's difficult to stay as close as you want. So.
Yeah, when we're riding, it's just like we're just trying to stay as close as we can without running into each other.
Yep.
Which has happened a few times. But
Unfortunately, that does happen every now and then.
But yeah, if you can get a rider or somebody that you can ride with and kind of like go back and forth, and then you guys just kind of like build up that trust, and it's all about practice too, like trial and error, just riding, filming, over and over and over,
figuring out the angles that you like.
Yeah. And Osvaldo, the super chat, you want to take this one?
Sure. Osvaldo asking, can you catch your edge easy with a board that's camber in your feet and rocker in the nose? I think that there's less of a chance with that style of board than a full camber. That rocker, kind of lifts those contact points a bit, which will make it a little bit less catchy. It's definitely still possible, but I wouldn't say it's super easy. What do you think?
Yeah, like I guess it's I feel like the catchiness is mostly from if you have rocker towards your tail. So the nose isn't really that prone to being caught anyway. So I think you still have the possibility of catching your edge on a camber if it's only rocker in the nose. Yeah, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Thank you, guys. 35 likes. Can we make it to 50? So Finn wants to know, what's your thoughts on Hakuba, more specifically Hapo One? Yeah, it was a really cool place. We had some incredible powder days there. Love the tree riding. It was very different style of trees. And yeah, it was cool that you could hike out of the resort from the top. If you do hike out of the top, definitely have either a guide or with somebody that knows what they're doing, and then carry the avalanche gear. But yeah, it's incredible. Yeah, loved riding there.
Yeah, it's a great resort, a lot of fun. Great, we got that great sushi like right at the bottom as well. So yeah, it's a fun place. The whole vibe is really cool.
And Tanner says, you guys should come to Purgatory Resort in Colorado. They have 13 lifts, 101 trails, and great terrain park. Have you been there?
I have not. No, I think Purgatory's out kind of like near Wolf Creek, right? I feel like that's one of those resorts that is kind of known for powder, but it's hard to get to, which is part of the reason why it's known for powder, because it doesn't get too much traffic. But I could be wrong. I know that's how Wolf Creek is, but no, yeah, I'd like to go.
And Nick wants to know, TJ, why did you choose the Storm Chaser over something like the hovercraft?
Excellent question. It's funny you should say that, because those were the two boards I was having a real heavy toss up in between, and the Mind Expander. But at the end of the day, I have the Kazoo, I've got the Westmark. So I wanted something that was really just like a pure powder surfer. So, the hovercraft is a great board. It carves well. It's going to float well. But the Storm Chaser has that next level float. So that's why I went with that one.
And Tristan says, hey, I separated my shoulder just last week snowboarding. Just went through surgery. Wondering if you guys have been through a big injury and any tips on coming back strong / rehabilitation. I guess we've both separated our shoulders.
Yeah, Kevin's was much worse than mine.
But. Yeah, so my process was, I think, separated my shoulder, and then I had to wait like 2 years for my surgery. And then after surgery, it was, I think it was like 3-month rehab. And I don't know, the best thing for me was trying to do as much research as I could online, finding out, different things I could do in terms of like getting a massage ball so I could massage it out, and then all the exercises to do. And I would also go to, I found this chiropractor actually who was really good, and he helped to work on my shoulder and just, loosen everything up, make sure there's no like scar tissue there that was kind of sticking. And then, just from there, just continuing to have building like a routine where like every day you're doing something to help your shoulder get better.
Yeah, that's huge, man. 3 months. That's actually like a pretty quick recovery after a surgery. That's awesome.
But it was just like in a sling for 3 months.
And then you had to start all the rehab.
Yeah, like I'm still rehabbing it.
Yeah.
How was yours?
I think I'd rather talk about my ankle injury because I actually had to have surgery for that. So I broke my ankle, and I tried to let it heal without surgery for like 3 months. Ended up having to have surgery. So the whole process before I was actually snowboarding again took about 9 months, and I still rehab my ankle as well. So I think the biggest thing for me was doing everything your doctor prescribes and says as far as getting it back to kind of a normal level, and then continuing to rehab and strengthen beyond that. So I still rehab my ankle to this day, and that was 3 years ago. So
Nice. Yeah, there's tons of like YouTube videos out there now to help you with that stuff.
definitely,
Too.
definitely.
And Osvaldo with the super chat. Thanks for the
I
support.
think we got that one.
Oh, you got it. And Craig S with the super chat. He says hashtag ramen fun, going off of running into each other. Got any clips of a blooper reel? LOL. Also, any plans to review Eric Jackson's E-Jack knife? Yeah, that'd be a fun board to get on. After now riding the Orca, I want to get on more LibTech boards, so may get on the E-Jack.
That one's been on my radar for a while. It's camber dominant, which is a more rare find on LibTech's line. So I think that would be a really fun one. That would probably be a good comparison versus the Orca as well, actually.
Nice. And for like a blooper reel, I feel like I always do try to like include all of the crashes and falls in the video. I try not to hold anything back, and especially if it's a decent fall, I always try to leave it in there. And actually we got the year-end recap video coming up soon too, so maybe I'll throw a few bloopers into that.
Yeah, if you come across any, save them up and do like a blooper reel at the end. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the biggest one that I can think of is at North Star. That's probably the worst collision I think that we've had, and yeah, it happens every once in a while. It might be in the video from North Star.
It's not a funny blooper though. It's more of just like
that was just a slam,
like a cringing like.
I mean, that's how it is sometimes.
Yeah. And Rafa, hey guys, what do you think about the Capita DOA? Yeah, I love the DOA. It's a great, just kind of all around board, but specifically for park. And I like it because it's got the camber to where you can like pop an ollie, and it's got lots of pop to it, but then some rocker towards the nose and tail where you can get into a press. And it's just kind of like the best of both worlds.
Yeah, love the DOA. Amazing snowboard. I don't think you'd be disappointed, man. Jordan Short, thoughts on the ride Twin Pig? Love it. Bought it for myself. Really fun snowboard. I think my favorite part about it is the fact that it's really, really wide. It's like a volume shifted twin. So it's a lot of fun in the park, but it's also, you can lay it over for carving too. So it's a really fun one. Check out the review on it.
It says, what is the best mountain in Colorado in your opinion? Here, I'll let you take that one, man.
Oh my goodness. I think there's so many resorts in Colorado. I don't know. It depends what you're into. For me personally, I have enjoyed myself the most probably riding Keystone. Keystone and Breckenridge, honestly, they're two of the most popular ones, but I've had a lot of really great days there. And a lot of it comes down to how well you know the mountain. Like if you know the spots, any mountain can be incredible. But Keystone is my personal, I think.
All right, James Morey with the super chat. He says, just bought the 2018 ride Warpig, got Union Contact Pros. Got Union Contact Pros or Burton Malavitas. Which would be better for all mountain freestyle? I think definitely the Burton Malavitas.
Agreed.
They're just a bit stiffer. They need to be more responsive, where the Contact Pros are a bit softer and more geared towards the park.
Yeah, that ankle strap on the Malavitas is awesome as well.
Yeah, the Malavita ankle strap it's the best. Heel ankle strap, yeah. And Montana, what sport would you do other than snowboarding? Oh, good one.
Yeah.
I don't do it very often. It's very rare, but I'm really into volleyball. I love playing volleyball.
Oh yeah, volleyball's fun.
Yeah.
For sure. I don't play ball sports too much, but I think for me, most recently in the summer, it's been more mountain biking. I've been getting into mountain biking the last couple of years, and that's been a lot of fun.
Nice.
But yeah, maybe I'd like to start climbing as well. That could be fun.
And In Motion SLB with the super chat, he says, tips for windy and low visibility days. Hashtag taco Nacho. Nice, man. Yeah, so on those like, oh yeah, it's tough. I think like on a low vis day, you just got to stick with the runs you know, and just like detune your riding so that you're just kind of like keeping it a bit more mellow. That's what the last run of the day today. It was pretty much like whiteout, and we just changed our line. We decided to take a much more mellow route, and it worked out. And it was like really tough to see.
Yeah, it was like one of those situations where you can't even really tell how fast you're going because everything just looks all white.
Yeah.
So yeah, low light lenses critical, so you can see at least the best you can see.
That helps. Yeah.
Yeah, and just keep it mellow.
Low light lens, keep it mellow. Going for a break. All those. Matt Hatter Jones with the super chat. He says, "Hi guys, love your videos. Looking forward to your Niseko trip. Excited to visit the powder heaven. What's your thoughts on the new tech and goggles now?" Yeah, like I've been pretty stoked on the Oakley line miners. I feel like the lenses are just they add a lot of contrast. They brighten things up, and yeah, I'm happy with them. I feel like I don't think a lot about the tech, but I appreciate the Oakley lenses. I think they're great.
Yeah, killer. I've got the Smith Chroma Pops this year, and I think that whole like color optimization tech that's going on in the major goggle brands now is pretty awesome. It does, I think the biggest things I noticed is being able to see more contrast in the snow, and it kind of adds saturation, which is pretty cool. So
it'd be cool to try out the Oakleys as well that have the button and changes it up. I think
that would be sick.
I think there's a few brands out there that do that now.
Yeah, I'm sure there's more than one for sure. Clinton Cox asking when we're going to come to Southern California. Soon. This season. Hopefully, man. Would love to come down to Bear.
Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on Bear Mountain. It doesn't look like they've gotten really much snow yet. It looks kind of like spring riding at the moment, but I mean,
that's what we want to go there for, honestly.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right, so Isaac Wells, best intermediate board. Ooh, the best intermediate board. That's a tough one.
Whoa. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's too broad.
It's too broad of a question. The best. Ethan, any tips for being able to justify going for a way to snowboard? I'm stuck on the ice coast, or at least make it cheaper. Oh, tips to make it cheaper. Look for cheap flights. I don't know. You can find a cheap flight. Maybe stay with a friend if you have any out here.
Yeah. Try to stay with a friend. Book far in advance so you can try to get a cheap flight. Also, if you have like a season pass, like I'm not sure what East Coast resorts are on the Epic or Icon pass, but if you have that pass, go to a resort that's on your same pass. Those are the biggest things. Those are like the three biggest expenses, so just trying to cover that.
Matthew says, the only mountain I've gone to and liked is Wolf Creek, Colorado. What's your opinion on that mountain?
Never been.
Haven't been to it, man. Sorry.
Wolf Creek's a bit out of the way.
And Unreal Evo says Strata or Atlas for the Orca. I like the Atlas just because they're a bit stiffer, a bit more responsive, and I feel like that kind of suits what the Orca is made for a bit more.
Yeah, I would go for the Atlas as well if I had a pair.
Jay Biss says, coming to Quebec soon. No plans at the moment, but it would be cool to get out there. I know that in the summertime, they have some crazy snowboard training camp there called Maximize. Would love to visit Maximize and do some summer training in Quebec. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I didn't know that was in Quebec. That would be awesome.
Rick DB says, I want to donate so bad to support. I can't with my bank account in the future. I will, I promise. Thanks, Rick.
Yeah, no pressure, man. But thanks for being here.
All right, you want to take this one, man?
Yeah, so we got ride beside. What up, guys? If POW conditions the same, would you choose Baker or Mammoth? Keep up the good work. Ooh, I think Baker for me, even though I've never been there, but from what I've seen, it looks amazing.
Yeah, I would choose Baker just because I haven't been there yet. So it'd be great to go there on a powder day. Been to Mammoth. It's amazing too. But a free trip, it would be cool to actually go on a free trip to Mammoth because it's a bit further.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I would do Baker. I think Baker's supposed to be very more quiet as well.
It looks so good, man. Yeah, I've been seeing posts already this season. They've been having a good season so far.
Nice. And King says just went a couple days to Bear, not worth it yet.
Oh, thanks for the tip. Hopefully they get some snow, man.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, thanks, man. Keep us posted. Jim says, if you could only have one snowboard and the choice was the Orca or the War Pig, which would you pick? I haven't ridden the War Pig yet, but I would definitely choose the Orca. I'm really loving that board, but I want to know what TJ thinks.
I think I would go. Man, that is a really tough question. I'm gonna go War Pig, man, just because I feel. I mean, that opinion might change if I get to ride the Orca in the parks sometime soon. But I know the War Pig is fun in the park and it's really fun for carving and it floats decently well also. So I think I'd go War Pig at this point in time.
There's so many caveats in that answer. I feel like he's lying.
That was a cop out.
Well, at this time in mine, and if it was Tuesday, I might have a different opinion. But
it's an answer.
There's a full moon tonight.
It's an answer.
And Jason says, I'm new to snowboarding and I'm going for the first time next week. I already skateboarded and wakeboard. Will that help? Yeah, absolutely, man. So like already being able to wakeboard and skateboard, those things are much more difficult than snowboarding. So you will pick up snowboarding like no problem. So
Oh yeah, definitely.
yeah, you got it.
C-Plex, what's up, man? Just saying hi, guys.
What's up? Brian says, I'm 16. I haven't gotten a board because I only get to snowboard for the holidays. Would it be better to finish growing and then buy a board? Thoughts? You're 16. I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess you could grow like width-wise, but I feel like by the time I was 16, I was pretty much done.
Weren't getting too much taller. You were already 6'3" at 16? Dang.
I think so. Yeah. You ever see those like 12-year-olds walking around and they're like 6 feet tall?
Yeah, no, I've definitely seen that for sure.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess like, yeah, depends on, yeah, if your feet are done growing too, that's something to consider because if you have over like size 12 or over feet, then you need to get a wide board. But I would go for it because yeah, 16, you're about there.
Yeah, man, I think, you'd at least be, if you got something now, you'd be set for at least the next couple of seasons. Then you could always swap it up for something new, when the time comes. But yeah, I think it'd be worth it as well.
And we have a question. Have you ever tried wakeboarding? Yeah, I usually go a few times every summer, and yeah, I'd love it. Have you been?
I have, yeah. I've been wakeboarding a decent bit. I don't get to go every summer, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I've tried wake surfing for the first time last summer, and that was cool too. Way different.
And we got Nick Bill. How many times you wax your boards? So I probably wax my board after, say, 4 or 5 days of riding, and it's been about that on the Orca, so I'll probably wax it tonight or tomorrow.
Likewise, yeah, I need to wax the Storm Chaser as well. It's time. I could feel it sticking a little bit today. And
we got Jay Biss with the super chat. No question or comment. Thanks for the support. And yeah, just gonna scroll ahead a bit, guys. Sorry if I missed your question. Maximal with the super chat. He says, from the Netherlands here, following you guys 3 years now. Are you going back to the Alps this year? And top 3 all mountain boards. Bluebird video with Dave and Chris. Best vid on the channel. Awesome. Keep it up. Yeah, awesome. Thanks, man. Yeah, I still remember that day. It was a very, very memorable day riding with Chris and his brother Dave. And yeah, thanks for the shout out on that video. Top 3 all mountain boards.
Yeah, there's going to be overlap for sure. I know.
Let me think.
Yeah. I don't want to skew your.
So I'll just
list there.
I'll just say the Orca, the Deep Thinker, And what boards do I have around here? and maybe I'll say
It's tough. Yeah.
Orca, Deep Thinker, and the T-Rise Pro.
Yeah. That's a solid lineup there.
Or your three.
And I got to throw the Orca in there after riding it. War Pig, and I think I'm going to go with the Arbor Gucci Pro Camber for number
Nice.
3. Yeah.
So Low Cry says, I got a Marrow Peak 151 from a coworker for free. Never heard of Morrow. Good board. Have you heard of Morrow snowboards?
I have. I believe that's more of an older brand. I'm not sure if they're still making boards or not, but I've never ridden a Morrow board. I've heard of them though.
And Alstair says, hey guys, have you ever surfed? I come from a surfing community, but wondered if you have. Keep up the good work. I've done some surfing in Australia, in the Gold Coast, and a few other spots, and tried to surf. I wouldn't say I was surfing. I was like trying to surf, maybe stood up for a few seconds here or there. But yeah, surfing is so hard. I have like a lot of respect for surfers because it's all that paddling and swimming and surviving out there. So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool, but yeah, not much really. A little bit in Hawaii and in Oregon. Not much for me.
Yeah, I've tried once on the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Wasn't really very successful, and then the river surfing in Munich, and those are, if river surfing counts. But yeah, those are the only 2 times I've ever tried. I want to learn though. I'd love to do that this summer.
And Constantine,
And it's
I
gone.
missed it. Yeah. Oh, sorry, man. I think I just. So are the Union Atlas way more stiffer than the Force or the Strata, or will be okay in the park? Yeah, I think they'll still be okay in the park. They're not like way stiffer. No, I think they're just a little bit stiffer. So I would take them in the park for sure. Yeah, it'd be fun.
I agree. I think they're a lot of fun in the park actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
You want to take this one, Justin?
Yeah, Justin Vasey, what's up, man? What's up from LA, guys? TJ, you killed the twin powder video. Enjoyed the shredding gents. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, glad you guys are liking that video.
Sweet. Thanks, Justin. And Jay Biss with the super chat. Thoughts for Never Summer Ripsaw for All Mountain?
Yeah, good one for sure. It is rocker dominant, but it's got the Vario power grip. It has the Ripsaw camber, so more camber underfoot.
What's the Vario Power Grip?
So that's kind of like their version of additional contact points.
What's additional contact
like magnet
points?
traction, like
Okay.
like bumps in the side cut,
Okay.
like that help grip.
I can't picture
yeah,
it.
no, you gotta
I'm not picturing Vario.
It's really mellow. So basically, like under your foot, the edge just kind of dips down just a little bit, and it helps to grip the ice a little bit better. But it's not a huge. It's not super noticeable.
Would it like grip a box or a rail if you're sliding across it?
No. Yeah, it's not on the same level as magnet traction or grip tech, and even magnet traction I think isn't really that noticeable on rails. Maybe
Oh,
like
wow.
on the T-Rice Pro, but
Okay. And Edgardo, opening day in Montana on Monday. Yes, thank you for doing God's work.
you're welcome.
You're welcome, Edgardo. Awesome. Cool, man. Yeah, enjoy Montana on Monday.
Yeah.
In Motion SLB with the super chat. Do you use gimbal/drone anymore?
Oh, you
Hashtag falafel fund. You just wanted to put in falafel fund. I know it. I had falafels for lunch. They're good.
Oh, nice.
Shout out the Green Mustache and Whistler.
Yeah.
Have not used the gimbal since Austria. Or no, where were we? We were in Austria. Yeah, haven't used the gimbal since we were in Austria.
Was that the last time?
But I think the reason I haven't, the gimbal, the drone. I was thinking of the drone. I haven't used the drone since Austria.
Yeah, we've used the gimbal in Whistler a few times.
Yeah, we're kind of like switching it up at the moment with different filming techniques. But I bring the gimbal up every day, and I'm sure we'll get it out soon. We were talking about that actually just before we went live about getting the gimbal out tomorrow.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, a lot of it, like right now, with the storms Whistler's been getting, it's just kind of condition based, and it's been more fun to film, and I think powder shots come out, like with the angles we've been using, come out pretty good. And that way we both get to enjoy the powder as well.
Yeah, it's just really hard to film with the gimbal through really difficult snow conditions.
Yeah.
So that's something that's probably been the main reason we haven't used the gimbal more.
Mm-hmm.
Is if we're getting blown around or if the snow conditions are constantly changing.
Trying to like swivel through choppy trees is pretty difficult with the gimbal.
Yeah, but we'll get it out again soon for sure. But yeah, the drone, I feel like it's been too cold for the drone, and it's been too cloudy as well.
It's been snowing almost every day too. Like you can't, I guess you could, but it's risky to fly the drone in the snow.
And Cyper X says, "What up? What? I grew up surfing on the Gold Coast. Nice, man. Yeah, loved it. Broad Beach and Surfers Paradise. That whole stretch there." Oh wow, lots of questions, guys. Thank you, guys. I'm just gonna scroll down to see what's going on at the bottom here. Sorry if I missed your question. Definitely ask it again. Here's a question for you, TJ.
Yeah, so Brian Garland, TJ, what Never Summer boards do you own and when do you use them? I don't own any Never Summer boards. I've ridden quite a few over the last couple of seasons. I've ridden almost all the Never Summer boards actually over the last 2 years. But I haven't owned one in quite a while. I used to have the Never Summer Revolver. I rode that in North Carolina for a season and really enjoyed it. But yeah, I haven't owned one in a while. They're a good brand though. Shout out Colorado.
And so Always Board says, "Hey guys, thinking about getting a more powder specific board, but not quite sure I'm ready for a full on directional. How does the Kazoo float in deeper snow and trees, or any other suggestions?" What do you think?
Yeah, I think the Kazoo does float really well. If you're in some really deep snow, you might even want to set the stance back just a bit further than the reference. But, it's got a taper, it's got the directional shape, it's got the shifted camber. So camber in the back of the board, rocker in just the nose. So it is going to float pretty well. And I think, honestly, the Deep Thinker is very comparable to the Kazoo.
Yeah, the Deep Thinker is very similar. And yeah, it floats well. And it's not that like full commitment to like a full-on powder board. It still just allows you to do a bit of everything, take it in the park. So yeah, the Deep Thinker is there too. And yeah, I had a few days and it floats well. I haven't ridden it much lately, but I'm gonna get back on it.
Yeah, the Orca is a fun one.
Yeah, the Orca is really fun, but I think the Burton Skeleton Key, that's supposed to be a nice sort of similar board to those ones too.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts?
What else? K287 could be another good one to check out. Yeah, that's a pretty solid list there.
What about the Mule Air? Is that?
Yeah, that would be comparable as well. That board is fairly narrow, though. I think they do make wide options, though. So yeah,
Okay.
they have something for everyone.
But it's less of a powder board?
It's more of a free ride board. It's more like the yeah. I mean, it fits in that category there.
Oh, somebody's upstairs.
Distracted.
And A1 Vera with a different question. Top food places to check out in Whistler.
I love that one.
Yeah, I feel like we have like a kind of a list of places that we always run through after riding. Go back and forth on this one.
Sure, yeah. So today we went to La Cantina. If you like tacos, burritos, great spot there.
Really good, yep. The ramen place, Oyama Ramen. It's in the plaza that has a Subway. So that, yeah, best ramen, I think, in Whistler.
Very delicious. Splits Burger on Main Street in Whistler. Delicious spot. Got a lot of options, a lot of fixings for the burgers.
Yeah. Splits is a classic spot here in Whistler. Samurai Sushi. There's one in Nestor's and in Creekside. Not like fancy sushi, more just like takeaway sushi that you can get sort of like on a budget.
Yep. And
what else?
Gone Eatery. That place is pretty good. They got some good, like a nice, actually kind of an eclectic mix of food, but like good pad thai.
Yeah.
Some like the vegan bowl there is delicious.
Yeah. And
anywhere else?
I think that's about it.
Yeah, those are the main spots, I think.
If we remember any more, we'll just throw them in. Awesome. So we got another super chat from Emilian Popoff. Thanks, Emilian. He says, killer content this season, guys. Keep it up. All the different shooting angles add up to a ton. Add a ton to the quality. TJ, thanks to the beanie dude. Hashtag Taco Fund. Awesome. Thanks, Emilian. Yeah, we're trying to just continue to step the game up with our editing, with the filming, with just everything.
Yeah, locations, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
The conditions have been blessing us recently, and yeah, man, I'm stoked you won the free beanie. I did a giveaway like last week, and Emilian was one of the winners. And you know, I honestly chose the winners at random, and you just happened to win. I wasn't not going to give you the beanie just because it was you. You know, I mean, why would I do that? So.
Yeah, no, it was cool that you won it.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy it, man.
But yeah, I always love hearing the feedback too on the videos with the production. So if you guys, in the comments below a video, if you have any suggestions, or if you just liked the way that we filmed something, it's cool to like get feedback. And honestly, a lot of video ideas come from reading the comments too. So like a few weeks ago, somebody asked in the comments like what I carry in my backpack, which inspired the what's in my backpack video. So it's easy as that a lot of times, but yeah, I appreciate your feedback, man. That's Definitely. Really good. And all right, lots of good questions, guys. And we got, and Jay wants to know, ever boarded at Big White? Have not boarded at Big White yet.
No, never been there.
Here you go.
Okay. Vitor Fox, you should visit Rick's grandson in Sweden. I definitely said that wrong. Right on the border with
Rick's grandson?
Morty. Right on the border with Norway, up in the Arctic Circle.
Oh,
Season
cool.
Goes until June. Great off-piste, and you can enjoy a midnight sun snowboard section.
It's off-piste.
Did I say piste?
It's off-piste. I'm just pulling your finger.
I mean, I should say peace. I should say peace. Apologies. But yeah, that sounds really cool, man. That'd be a really cool part of the world to check out and get some snowboarding in.
Yeah, it'd be cool to do some snowboarding up in Scandinavia, like in Sweden or Norway or up in the Arctic Circle. That'd be awesome.
That'd be crazy, yeah. See the Northern Lights? Oh, man.
You guys are so friendly over there, too. I've never met a Scandinavian person that hasn't been super friendly and nice, so... I may be stereotyping. Maybe there's some jerks over there.
Well, thanks for the tip, though.
Yeah. And all right, tons of questions. Just trying to maybe skipping through a few. Adam Bad Riders, another super chat. Thanks, man. Appreciate the support. He says Vail is trying to buy Falls Creek and Mount Hotham.
Oh man.
Time for you boys to come back. SPC 2019 Oz Adventure. Nice, like it, man. Yeah, so they're buying Falls Creek and Mount Hotham. So we didn't.
That's crazy.
We didn't get over there last time. So
no. You do the Australia tour next year.
Yeah, just get that Epic Pass and take it on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Good to know, Adam. Yeah, we'll stay on top of like where the Epic Pass is. Yeah, with that news, and if it'd be cool to check out more resorts in Australia for sure. And then if we're on that side of the range, then we'll be able to ride with you for sure. That'd be cool.
That would be really cool. Maybe we'll all have orcas. Have like a
or maybe we'll all have war pigs.
Oh.
Or both. That'd be fun.
Or both.
I do want to try the war pig and compare it.
You should.
I feel like they look very similar, and they're kind of like...
There's a lot of differences, but I think that they're worth comparing for sure. I think the differences kind of makes the comparison more interesting, honestly.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks, man. And we'll keep you posted on that Australia trip. It was really fun riding Australia last season. Melbourne was super cool, and so many animals and birds everywhere. That was really like
cool.
The best part.
Yeah, for sure.
And okay. So King Kalbasa, damn, thinking about getting the Orca now. Kevin and TJ, is that board really stiff? No, I don't think it's really stiff at all, actually. When you're like sort of bouncing on it for, nose and tail presses, just going back and forth, it's very easy to flex, actually. It's not a stiff board. But it does have like under those camber areas under your feet, it does deliver a lot of like energy and pop. So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's overly stiff either.
No. All right. And Old Man Shutter says that was actually pretty good, TJ.
I think
What
talking
are you
about the pronunciation on the
okay.
other post. Okay, all right, I'll
Nice,
take it.
You got it.
See if anyone else agrees.
The Rick's grandson.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he's from Sweden too. So, these nice Swedes.
Oh, I gotta answer this one, man.
Even if you said it the completely wrong way, they would say, "Oh, he said it right. He
You're
did a
probably
good
right.
job."
No, don't do that. Please don't do that, guys. Don't do that. G. Bellucci, have y'all gone snowboarding in North Carolina? I grew up, that's where I learned how to snowboard, man. Yeah, I snowboarded in North Carolina from when I was 10 until I was 24. So 14 years snowboarding in North Carolina.
But
And
first, you snowboarded in Georgia.
That's true. My very first day ever snowboarding was in Georgia, which is at Sky Valley. If you're familiar, they're shut down now. They're just a golf course now. But yeah, we got to get Kevin out there at some point.
Snowboarding in Georgia?
No.
North Carolina.
Yeah, Ski Mountain, man.
Nice.
Appen
All right.
Beach.
Sounds good. Yeah, we'll get Garrett out there too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course.
Greg Wright with the super chat. He says, "Love the channel, guys. Definitely helped me to learn how to board. And now, how long do your boots, bindings, and other gear last?" Well, I think the boots definitely last the least amount of time.
Yeah.
I feel like after like 2 months, I can feel that my boots get too soft.
Yeah, I'm already there with the Adidas boots, honestly, guys. Like, the front boot is holding up all right, but the back boot has just, it's so worn out already. I'm probably going to switch boots at some point this season.
Yeah, so that's the thing that goes first, the boots. And then the second would be, I think the bindings last, you could really last forever.
Yeah, it definitely get a full season, 100 plus days out of some bindings. And, if any, like a ratchet or anything starts to kind of get worn out, it's very easy to replace on bindings.
Yeah, the easiest thing to replace and maintain. And then boards, I guess so I think it depends on the board, how long the board will last. Because I've ridden some boards recently that were a little bit cheaper that you can tell they're starting to get soft, and even the top sheet starts to fade, and then the base starts to get kind of grainy. So it kind of depends on the board. Some of the boards that I have around here that I've had for a couple of years, they still look like in great condition. So depends on the board. It depends on how. It's like I feel like it's pretty hard to really wear out a board.
Yeah, I mean, unless you actually break it, the performance may change a little bit over time as it starts to really get worn in. But there's dudes out there that run those boards into the ground, as long as they're not actually broken. So it's a little bit of personal preference there, what you want to deal with. But
yeah, a board again could probably last us at least the full season, full year.
Yeah, I would expect a full season out of a board.
And Old Man Shredder with another super chat. He says, "Almost perfect, TJ. Say it like Rick's grandson."
Rick's grandson.
Nice.
Rick's grandson. I feel like that's not. I would need to hear the accent, man. I gotta hear the inflection.
Craig S. Who would win in a race, Kevin or TJ? A snowboard race. We should.
That would be fun.
We should do it.
That would
yeah.
actually be a really fun thing to try.
I think I would win because I'm heavier.
It depends. I think the terrain we go through would depend a lot too. But like, for example, like today I was following Kevin on the outrun back to the car, and I mean I'm on the Storm Chaser, he was on the Orca, and I was having trouble keeping up. Like that was actually something that was going through my mind. I was like,
yeah, you were pretty slow.
I was trying to keep up. And I was like, I don't want to go any faster than this right now.
Oh, but that outrun is like, I just know it. I've been through there so many times.
That's true.
But
if we were on more comparable boards, I think that would help too.
I think I know what would happen because I've seen TJ, I've watched his clips, and I think TJ would get off to an early lead. He would be like in front, and he would probably be just like charging, like just going straight down through the run. And then he would run into something, or like
I would just explode.
He would explode into like a pile of snow, and then I would just casually ride by. So I feel like I feel like that's usually how our tree runs go. Is that TJ is just like koosh koosh like flying through, and then at one point I just like turn my head and ride by him. I don't know. TJ, are you okay?
You gotta go for it. Man, we should try to get into a bank slalom at some point this year. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be really fun. Yeah. Daniel Sokor with the super chat. Thanks for the support, man. He says, thanks for all the great videos. Awesome. Thanks, Daniel. Yeah, appreciate it. I'm glad they helped, like the tutorials or reviews or anything. Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Shout out, Daniel.
Here's a question for you.
Sean Bear, TJ, have you been to Sugar Mountain in NC? Of course. Yeah, I went to App State, lived in Boone for a couple of years outside of that as well. And yeah, I've ridden all those resorts. Unfortunately, Sugar is my least favorite out of the 3 that are there, or really the 4 in North Carolina. But, I don't want to hate on Sugar, but yeah, I've been there.
And Tanner has a question for you too, right here.
Oh, does he? Okay, Tanner Height. TJ, thoughts on the squad goggles? I got them and I love them. I was just wondering what your thoughts were on them and what your other favorite goggles. Yeah, I've been enjoying them a lot so far. I like how they're low profile. They sit close to the face. The lenses, the chroma pop have been working really well for me. I have noticed that they do fog up a bit easier than my Oakleys on hikes. Like even today, I had just a little bit of fogging happening in the corners. But overall, they're a great goggle. And I really like the Oakley Flight Decks as well. Honestly, I think, if I'm being perfectly honest, I think the quality on the Flight Decks is a little bit higher than the Squad XLs, but yeah, both really good goggles.
Nice. And Lil Hunt XD says, can I get a shout out for Christmas? Yeah, shout out Lil Hunt. Merry Christmas. Hope you have a good holiday.
Yeah, shout out Lil Hunt.
And cause I'm Joe 1400 with a super chat. Thanks for the support. He says, I'm 16 and thinking about getting a Burton amplifier for all mountain board to have some fun with. What are your thoughts? So the Burton amplifier, that's kind of like it's kind of like a beginner board, right?
I don't even know that one, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh man, to be honest, I don't really know that board either. I feel like I'm thinking of like the Burton Freestyle or something.
Yeah, the most beginner one I'm familiar with is the Clash, but I don't know how that would compare, man. I'm sorry. I wish I had more info for you.
Cause I'm Joe, we'll have to maybe leave the answer to that question in the comments after we check it out online.
Burton amplifier.
Because we don't know the Burton amplifier.
Okay, we'll make a note. We'll do that for you.
Thanks for the support, man. And let's go for like one more. SM, hey TJ, I got the Mind Expander and I love it, but wondering how the Orca compares to the Mind Expander. Is it too similar to get both? I'll say that it's not similar. I'm gonna guess it's not similar at all.
I wouldn't say at all, but I think the Orca is definitely different.
They're different, yeah.
They are different. I would say that they are different enough to where it's worth having both.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So I should buy the Mind Expander.
If you want, man. The Mind Expander would be sick for some Japow, maybe.
Oh, yeah. And Tommy Taz on here with the super chat. He says, bought the 2019 Evil Twin. Thanks, guys. Yeah, TJ loves that board as well.
Oh, man, one of my all-time favorites.
Awesome. Yeah, and just a reminder, guys, too, that TJ is going live on Board Archive on Monday. So
yes.
If you tune into that here on Snowboard Pro Camp, it's going to be going over to Board Archive. And yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with us for the past hour. We're going to, what are we up to? Going to be snowboarding this weekend. Hope you guys are getting up on the hill and you guys are getting some snow where you are.
Yeah, gonna try to take advantage of the holiday weekend. Hopefully it's not too crowded, but yeah,
should be good.
Keep shredding Whistler.
Yeah, thanks guys for tuning in. Have fun out there riding. We'll see you guys in the next one soon.
Peace out, guys.
Later.